Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to USWO Late Night. I'm Jingus, I'm here with Sly, and this is our 1-year anniversary show. USWO Late Night is 1 year old. Tell them about some of the stuff.
Man, tonight we've got stuff from the past year, stuff you had forgot about, stuff I forgot about, stuff Jingus ain't never even seen. On top of that, we got some hardcore action highlights from Superfly P and LA Player, and we got Dynamite Dan, or is it Chris Dan or Dan Bomb or
something like that.
Anyway, Dan, we got Dan on the show tonight. Got all that and a lot more coming up, so join us.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
L&W Auto Sales located at 1216 Gallatin Road at 227-1427. If you're looking for clean, affordable used cars, trucks, vans, or SUVs, look no further than L&W Auto Sales. Conveniently located at 1216 Gallatin Road at 227-1427. USWO Wrestling returns to the Madison Arena this Friday night, March the 7th, bell time 8 p.m., doors open at 7. In a $10,000 challenge, Kroll takes on the Destroyer with the Money Man. In a chain match for the TV title, Superfly P defends against LA Player with YT. Handcuffs will be legal in this match as Eron Adjett takes on the convict JC Ice. All this plus much, much more this Friday night at the Madison Arena. Call the hotline now for the complete card at 664-1669.
It was just after sunset, and Steve Casey was approaching the entrance ramp of I-65 when a tractor trailer hit him head on.
I served more than one tour in Vietnam, but this is the closest I ever came to dying. I called Bart Durham. He got me a judgment for $1.5 million. Blair, I want to thank you. One Marine to another.
Call Attorney Bart Durham, 242-9000.
Justice is your right, and we demand it.
If you're hungry and looking for something good for lunch or dinner, check out Nick's Barbecue. They have dine-in, takeout, they cater and deliver. That's Nick's Barbecue, 2817 Clarksville Highway. Give them a call at 248-6365.
I done told everybody, Wayne, it's the Money Man, the one and only. And I done told everybody, I will be back. And it was $5,000 last week. I'm doubling it to $10,000. Yeah, you heard right, $10,000. And let me tell you something else. It don't matter if it takes $50,000. Wayne, the Money Man has got it. And I'm going to take over in Madison. I'm going to bring my new talents out there, and we're going to kick some butts. We're going to get rid of that Tony Falk and that Crow, the Crown. All of them, buddy. I'm going to bring my guys into Madison, and when I do, you're going to see a brand new lineup to come to Madison. Just watch out for it.
Let me tell you something, clown boy. You thought 5,000 was something? Now it's going to be 10,000. Let me tell you one thing, clown boy. I beat you a bunch of times before, and this ain't going to be number one more time. You better bring it, because I'm running you a Tony Falk plumb out of Madison, Tennessee. Keep on. I'm going to make sure you go back to Kentucky. You're not going to be in Madison no more. The big money man right here, Wayne Hackney. That's right, we're taking over the USWO. You count on it.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to action here on USWO Late Night, Nashville's longest-running independent wrestling program on television today, or tonight, as we might as well say, because Late Night is a nighttime show. In the ring, we have Jammer. He's being inspected by referee LT there, and he's taking on Chris Baum. My name's Sly. Joining me right now, yes, it's Jingus.
Hi, everybody. Both of these guys, Jammer and Chris Baum, are the part of the group. Chris Baum, of course, one half of the Bomb Squad. Jammer, part of the Goonies, and he has Dynamite Dan, or whoever Dan, dressed up over in his corner there.
Yeah, Dan, he come to the ring on this evening with camouflage on.
Yeah, look.
He thinks he's a member of the Bomb Squad now.
Apparently he does. Taking him over, Jammer here with a side headlock on Chris Baum. Chris Baum shoots him off, comes over, takes him down with a drop toe hold, gets back up, gets taken over with an arm drag straight into the armbar.
Beautiful move combination there from Chris Baum. Very nice move combination.
Chris Baum is a solid, strong, traditional technical wrestler. On the other hand, Jammer, he's got a lot of kicks and a little bit of high flying and some, frankly, rather strange stuff that can throw a man off his game.
Yeah, I remember a while back, Superfly P took on Jammer the first time I saw Jammer. And We mentioned that night he was a little bit unorthodox. You know what? He still is.
To put it, well, he's in the Goonies. Of course he's unorthodox. Chris Baum now working over that arm, takes him, shoots him off the ropes. Coming back over, catches him with that back elbow. Patented Chris Baum elbow there, goes for a cover. 1, 2, but no, Jammer kicks out.
You know, we mentioned the fact that Superfly P and Jammer sort of met each other the first time I saw these two. Chris Baum working on Jammer at the moment. It's amazing to see how these two have progressed since that time. Since that time, like you said, Jammer, he's become a member of the Goonies, and Superfly P, now he's our television champion.
Superfly P is indeed our TV champion, and we're going to have some highlights later on tonight of the hardcore match between himself and the guy who claims to be the TV champion, LA Player.
That ought to be an exciting matchup, just like this one right here. Baum, he's sort of playing a little possum with him, backed out of the corner and just turned around, just charged in on Jammer there.
Well, Baum's got a mind on him. He's been doing this for a while now. Brutal chop there. Just trying to take the skin right off Jammer's chest, and a punch to the head, and another one. Jammer hasn't gotten much offense in yet during this match. Referee LT there telling telling Chris Baum to get the man out of the corner, which he has not done yet and doesn't seem to have inclination of doing.
You know, you talked about Chris Baum, how he's been around for a while. A lot of people, they're not accustomed to seeing him in the ring. I guess on television, you might as well say.
Yeah.
But what they fail to sort of notice is that Baum, he's been a sort of a cult hero, I guess you could say, in the Madison area for the last probably about 4 or 5 years now. He's actually got a little bit of experience under his belt.
And Baum just showed it there. He hit a nice low drop kick there. And now taking Jammer up for a scoop slam, plants the man down hard. Going back, getting some momentum, going for a leg drop, but missed. Hurt that thigh muscle by the look of it. Jammer got out of the way of it, and he could take back over here.
Yeah, this is where Jammer's very dangerous. Distracting the referee a little bit here, and
Jammer hits a quick double drop kick to the groinular region.
Yeah, low blow leg drop is what I like to call that. And that's exactly what it was.
You like to call that? Okay. You're a strange guy, Sly. But anyway, Jammer, nails him right in the face with a spinning kick.
And very happy about it. Look at him. He's asking the fans. They want to see that again.
He's celebrating it. And apparently 1 or 2 sickos in the audience, a couple of sadists wanted to see it again. So there's another one.
Just like our instant replays, man. I tell you what.
Close enough.
We didn't even have to instant replay that when he did it for us.
Take the man over to the ropes here and just standing on him here across the ropes, driving that throat down into the, and there's Dan on the outside getting him with some choking as well.
Yeah, Dan Baum. I guess that's what he is, Dan Baum.
He's got a bandana and camouflage. So
looks just like Chris Baum, sort of, doesn't it?
Well, not exactly. LT down for the count, but now Chris gets a foot on the second rope there. Dan just shoved it off. Arguing with the referee there.
And now Jammer, he's setting up Chris Baum for something here.
Taking him, shooting him across, and a beautiful spinning heel kick.
Let's take a look at that once again on Instant Replay. This Instant Replay is brought to you by the Law Office of Bart Durham, 242-9000.
Agile person, this Jammer, and just comes right up and hits him with a leg drop all in one motion. Goes for the cover. This could be it here, but no, Chris Baum kicks out.
And Jammer, he's arguing with the referee. I think he wants a faster count.
Jammer is, well, you can't argue with the referee. They're not going to do what you say. Now he's got him down in here, what looked like to be a sort of modified rear chin lock there, but raked the eyes and pulled the man out of it. Going back over, Jammer, he's taking his time now. He's got this match under control. He's got Chris Baum where he wants him at the moment. He's going to play a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the thing about these Goonies. Once they get themselves in a position of control, I guess. Oh, beautiful move there, coming back off that rope.
Springboard off the second rope into another spinning heel kick.
But once they get themselves into a position of control, they get a little bit of cockiness into them. And sometimes that's their downfall, I guess you could say.
Well, the Goonies are, quite frankly, a group of arrogant young people here.
Basically, kids who think they can do whatever they want to, and they pretty much try to.
More or less. And Jammer, he's doing whatever he wants to right now. Hard, fast kicks, one after the other into the turnbuckle. I mean, driving Chris Baum into the turnbuckles, almost between the pads there. Comes in, but he catches a boot from Chris Baum. Baum goes over, sunset flip, takes the man over. Referee down to count 1, 2, 3. Dan wasn't in fast enough. Chris Baum is your winner.
Chris Baum wins the match, and the Goonies aren't done with him, though. They're going after him. They're going to drag him back in here.
They're dragging him back into the ring. Kicks and punches on Chris Baum. He's outnumbered 2-1. Winded from having fought that match. This isn't right, but this is what the Goonies live for. Those multi-person double team, triple team, they don't care, as many as they want, beating up on one innocent person.
Referee OT had enough of it, though. He went back to the locker room. He brings out TJ. TJ comes in.
Chris Baum's partner here comes in, runs off both of the Goonies.
TV champ. Tell him, Super P. Tell him. It's like this, player. I know it's a family thing and all, but you turned your back on me. You were supposed to have made me action figures, but you didn't. You started taking all my money, and look at Superfly. He winded up broke. Now, LA player, I don't care what kind of match we had like we had tonight, a hardcore match. I don't care if it's ladders, tables, canes, bricks, it don't matter. I'm just gonna take it right to you, and I'm gonna rip your head off and sit down your neck, because I am the world television champion. I am the king of hardcore in the USWO. And player, you found out firsthand what it was like to step into the ring with a real professional athlete. Mr. Charisma, Mr. Main Event, Mr. Future Icon, Superfly P. And when you step into the ring with me, you got drama. Why? Because I'm Superfly.
Right here is where you belong. We have beat up everybody, past, present, and future. You send them out here, we'll knock them out. Superfly P, you know where you belong, buddy. That belt, I ain't worried about belts. I've had belts. We've had belts. This is about business. USWO, anytime you're ready, we're waiting. Peace out.
This is Lone Wolf from LoneWolfWrestling.com. On behalf of my staff, we would like to wish USWO Late Night a happy one-year anniversary, and we can't wait to see what this second year will bring us.
Back to action here on USWO Late Night. We'd like to thank Lone Wolf for those kind words on our anniversary here. 1 year anniversary. Yes, that's right, fans. Tonight, 1 year we've been on the air. Can you believe it, Jingus? 1 year. They've actually let us be on the air for a year now.
Somehow we've gotten here. I've blinked and suddenly it's 2003, and it has indeed been 1 year.
1 year we've been on the air, fans, and we're in the ring right now. We've got a man who's been with us for that entire year. That's right.
It's Dynamite Dan, I think. He's dressed up kind of like Chris Baum here, a Bomb Squad member.
Yeah, Dan Baum or some Chris Dan or Dynamite Chris or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
there's a few variations you could use there.
He's been around for the entire year, though. You remember back in the summertime when Danomania was running wild here at USWO Late Night?
Dan's he's a little different these days, and in the ring now he's taking on the Drifter, and well, that's just odd in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, because it was the Drifter who was revealed to be Dynamite Dan when Dan joined the Goonies. And that was that match that the Drifter and Dynamite Dan or
something like that.
When he took on Eron Hatchet, remember that? That was what, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I guess now.
Mention Eron that just brings up something familiar about this Drifter. He doesn't quite look like the other Drifters we've seen in the past here.
No, he's got a tan or something. I'm not really sure what's up with it.
Fell asleep in the tanning bed, I guess. I don't know, but Anyway, Dan not having too much luck with this drifter here. And locking up here, taking over. Referee LT in there, make sure everything's clean and legal, calling it right down the middle. Backing Dan over into the corner here. And there's a clean break, but no, he just punches him right in the
dirty
face.
tactics. That's one thing that we know about the drifter. The drifter does use some dirty tactics during
The
the
drifter,
matches.
some of that stuff just looks, I got the feeling I know this guy from somewhere.
I think Dan realizes that this man's familiar too, if you want to know the truth. Look at him.
Yeah, Dan seems like he's a little confused. He's in there. He's by now gotten used to doing. Drifter just shoots in, takes him down by the leg.
Speed we're not used to seeing out of the drifter.
Goes over into modified kind of a toe hook here, heel hook.
You talk about Dan being confused. Here lately, Dan's been very confused, hasn't he?
Dan's got some kind of a split personality disorder or something. He has to. I mean, this stuff, it doesn't make sense because we knew him before. He was a nice, quiet, polite guy, and now he's, oh, look at him.
He's a Goonie.
Yeah.
And, you know, you talk about them Goonies.
I think those Slacker J chair shots rattled his brains.
Anyway,
yeah, I know from experience.
Yeah, you know from experience indeed. You know, you talked about the Goonies. The Goonies have entered that tag team title tournament we're having.
Yeah, on March the 7th, we're having a tournament to crown new tag team champions. So far, the Goonies and the Bomb Squad have both thrown their names into that hat.
There's been several other names that's really, I guess you
been
can
thrown
say,
around.
They've been thrown around, or they've expressed interest. A lot of singles wrestlers we're not used to seeing in tag team action, but hey, I guess they're thinking, hey, a chance to the gold, might as well go for it.
Gold is gold.
That's going to be this Friday night. We're going to be pretty interested to see what happens with that tag team title tournament. We're looking at possibly having about 6 or 7 teams join in on that, so it's going to be a pretty good night of action, I hope.
It'll be interesting. Looked like Jammer there on the outside with Dan was getting a little interference there. These two guys, you know, like I said earlier, the Goonies, they do not like those single confrontations. Wow, and the Drifter explodes out of the corner with a clothesline, and I've seen that clothesline before.
You think you have?
Somewhere. I'm sure I have. Something about the foot placement and a flying clothesline. That one looks familiar
I've
too.
seen that clothesline before.
That just
I think I know who the Iran is. Well, I mean, I think I know who the Drifter is. Excuse me.
Who?
The Drifter, that's who.
Oh, okay, the Drifter. Drifter's going for a cover here now, but no, the other guy in the camouflage kicks out.
That would be
Dan.
you know, I don't know what to call him from week to week. I think I'm just going to start calling him Dan. And the Drifter, he's giving chase to Jammer, comes up in the ring, and Dan catches him with a boot.
Yeah, a little bit of clever double team tactics there. Now Dan taking back over on the Drifter here, takes him, shoots him off, and going for a side slam. That looked pretty. Let's take a look at the look of that.
Once again, this replay, it's brought to you by the law offices of Bart Durham, 242-9000. Justice is your right, and they demand it. And Dan, he brings him over, drops him down. Beautiful, beautiful move on the Drifter. Punches by Dan.
Punching the Drifter here, just wailing away at him. And Dan showing this Goonie mean streak of his and hits the Drifter with a chopping block. We've seen Dan do that maneuver before on a few occasions.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago when he was impersonating Iran Hatchet, he was using Iran Hatchet's moves.
And look, the Drifter, he shows he's got some guts here. He kicked out of that maneuver.
I think he just fades in from personality to personality.
That could be.
And who knows what he's thinking.
A couple of weeks ago, he was dressed up as 1999 Dynamite Dan with the Superboy outfit and everything.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
And a high drop kick. Okay, looking at that drop kick, I know who that is.
Yeah.
I know who that is.
I told you this man looks familiar. This Drifter, and
pulling him in, takes him over. Hard Uranagi there, takes the man down, rolls him up like a pretzel. This has got to be it. 1, 2, 3. The Drifter has won this match. And should we tell him? I know.
I don't think we got to tell him because he's taking the mask off himself, folks.
He's going to tell him himself.
You know who the Drifter is? I know who the Drifter is. Everybody knows it's Iran Hatchet.
Hi, this is Ashley, and you're watching USWO Wrestling. Stay tuned for more action.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting show of USWO Late Night. Tonight, my son
For you tonight, tell them about it.
That's right. Spit it out, Genghis. Tell them what it's all going down. I tell you what's going down.
That USWO TV title almost got my head knocked off there.
I'm glad that was you conducting that interview instead of me, and I'm telling you, things is heating up here in the USWO.
fans, and welcome to another exciting night at USWO Late Night. This is Timothy E. Minor along with Fan Fox, and we're just...
You know, USWO, I come to your town. This is my town. This is Madison. This is 37115.
Mr. Bart Durham, attorney at law. How you doing today?
Great, Gingers. I'm very excited about this Tuesday night in Springfield.
Off ropes again. Ooh, looks like he was going for a...
And he cut him with the hatchet cutter.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, I know it's a rare privilege for a live studio audience to see a fine quality interview segment like Cat's Corner. Those of you privileged citizens, greasy rednecks.
Next week, I want that match. And if anybody interferes, I'll bring the posse in. And if they don't do it, I'll bring Brother Alton and Brother Billy in from the hood.
Mr. Chris Michaels. How you doing today, Chris?
What you say your name was?
Genghis.
Regis. Buddy.
Get out of here. Ryan Hatchet.
And now what you ought to do is get it back. So I'll tell you one thing, and I think you know who I'm wrestling. You're just not telling me. So who am I wrestling? I want to know who I'm wrestling. You understand me? Get out of here. I tell you, it don't matter who I'm wrestling.
And I'm going to snap it like a little twig for the things you pulled. You put your hands on Miss Penelope. That made it personal, baby. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take this fist right here. Can you see this fist? I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it down your throat.
Fans of Madison, Tennessee, last night you seen exactly what Sudden Impact was talking about.
This is Christina Ritchie, and you're watching USWO Wrestling on Channel 4.
USWO World Championship Wrestling, but today he's in the ring and he's got Christina on him.
Hey, all you wrestling fans. I'm Jamie Lynn, the Lollipop Girl.
I'm a wrestler. I'm from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's my partner, Stunning Steve. You know what? You guys make me sick.
Taylor shooting off a Victory Twin there, going for clothesline, going for another one, both ducked, and Victory Twin with a big, funky-looking something there.
I told you, Big Jordan, I was motivation. I told you I was the champion. I told you, Big Jordan. You want one more? What are you doing? Come on, get out of here. Somebody get him out. What are you doing? Crazy.
He goes and gets over there, manages to.
Reversal there by Matrix, reversed into by another reverse by Kid Thriller, back and forth action, flips over, gives him a kick, and ooh, neck breaker there by Kid Thriller.
Fans out there, this is Sexy Rex Sexton, and I'm going to be in the arena every Friday night in Madison, Tennessee, and on TV every Saturday night for the show.
Graduated from Slaughter High School. Look here from the Slaughterhouse. He just graduated and I've got the belt. I've been through them all. Ryan Hatchet, Lone Star, Jim Pride, Tommy Montana, Mike Porter. I've been through them all.
Getting him in, and he's getting a schoolboy roll up there. 1, 2, and Jeff Daniels in with a big swinging neck breaker.
You gonna play Madison anymore?
Not right now! We've got a match! Tim Ernesto's going to the top rope and hits the knee drop. And he's pinning him. 1, 2, 3, and disturbing behavior, your new USWO Tag Team Champions.
They don't matter. I am the only man. Tonight, Friday night, you will see me walk away with my brand new title around my waist. And you will know that you can never turn your back on Hammerjack.
Right on down there to the Robertson County Fairgrounds, and you bring your cows and your chickens, and you put them up with a blue ribbon, because that's the only thing you can win that night, buddy, because Fair Fox.
Good event. Backing him into the ropes as Jordan whips him across. Here comes Dave. Big hip toss by Jordan. Dave slow back up, comes up, gets caught right in the arm drag, right straight into the arm bar.
Taking him right over.
Night is like this. August 27th, Robertson County Fair. Suicide Kings, Patrick White, Miller, and Kid Thriller. We're gonna be there, and our opponents will be the Masters of Pain. Now,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to USWO. I'm Genghis. I'm here with the USWO's latest tag team. They've just joined us. This is the Victory Twins. How are you guys doing today? How you doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
Building. Many times Dante will take his opponents out. This is his first time with Eron, and Dante loves to get out on that concrete. He loves to use those metal tunes, anything he can get his hands on.
Dante's got his head rammed into the
But unfortunately, in our business, situations arise where you are injured or hurt, and you just cannot live up to your obligations that you would like to.
2 weeks to get a shot at the USWO TV title. He had to jump me and then steal the belt. Well, let me tell you something.
He's measuring him. Dan goes up. And Lone Star caught him. Look at the strength on this guy.
Uh-oh, that big patented finisher, that big swinging, like a swinging neck breaker
Side slam. And that got the 3 count.
$250 for what? For my actions tonight. For my actions, because I want to be the TV champ. You know what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it out on you. You're just a messenger piece of trash.
Another thing I want to ask you about, what do you think about the talent going around in Madison right now? Good, hot little shows down there, right?
Unbelievable shows. Unbelievable.
Shot. See Jeff James get the side headlock. Shane shoots him in. Hard tackle.
Took Shane right down to the mat.
The big hip toss by Shane E.
Catches him with an arm drag.
Good arm drag. Deep.
And I will be the final man standing on the 6 in Madison.
Experience advantage with this contest.
Wrestler just showing a balance straight. Takes a nasty hip toss there. Tom's right back on top of him.
I'm punching and stomping him down in the corner, taking him back out. Works. Him out. Gets a big back elbow right to the chin.
You know what these are? These are belt marks. The X, that's for you. The O, that's for me. USWO fans, you know who I am? Yes, Just Gordon.
Goes hurt. Takes him, shoots him in, man. Comes off. Big back drop. Big guy to get up. Arm drag.
Where you come from?
Right now takes him, shoots him across, man. He comes out with a big clothesline, man. And
Way to the top, waiting for Caesar. He has no idea what's about to hit him. Watch off the top, up to the floor. That's Spotlight Chris Sanders.
I will beat you again and again and again. What do you mean again? I'll beat you once. I don't want to. If you do, you choose it. What do you say?
30 pounds from the list. Look at 30 pounds. Those small guys. Oh, there's a big lead from the star. Oh, my goodness. Those small guys, they keep going on.
Finally, Ben Jordan, the championship belt is back home where it belongs.
Last week, Frankfurt, I was unable to perform. I was unable to rest. He didn't dribble. He went on. He defeated Chris Point. He beat Chris Point. He won the tag team.
No, you're thinking, no, you're the shooting stars, different tag. We're doing the headliners, Chris Point.
Okay. And Billy right on both of them. So then Billy off the top. Block the double one. Goes for the double pin. Only a 2.
The one, the only, the legendary master of the microphone, Mr. Leon J. Down.
Kick it out. Kick out the jams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hop in the move. Right? Yeah.
Ring, Kid Sinister, and the superstar Devon Tate.
boom, that's a big move right there. It takes him out.
Right on him. If he's just throwing this kid around center of the ring and stomping a butthole in him.
You talk about hardcore. You wait until Hot Rod Biggs turns his back.
In a match. And right now he's taking on his next stage, a newcomer to USWO. And he is a young competitor that the fans love. Great moves right there. Oh, big drop kick by Hitchcock James.
So, that's right, Uncle Jim. You know exactly what we're talking about. So I want